Hi guys, good evening and welcome to another stream. Tonight we're here for round 5 of the ISRL Gr4. And if Hippie gets here, we should have a full lobby for tonight's race. We have Vic in covering for Mew, and we have Raiden in covering for Hansa. And we have our new racer in GRT Iceberg. We'll be swapping over to start checking just over about 2 minutes time. So I'll just wait down the last few minutes. So we have Timmy! And with the team TLM team in full force tonight. Team Lean Machine, I've been reliably informed. Mail there in his Jag. Matty in his Corvette. Iceberg, our new racer who's here for the season, in his Jag. Nick in his TT, I apologise. Paulie in his Hyundai. Gad in the Lambo. Raiden in the Viper. But it needs to be noted that Raiden, I believe, is pad racing tonight. We have Foxy in his ghost form. And he's Megan. Screechy's there in his Merc. Craden in the Viper. And Vit also in the Viper. No worries, Mew. It's perfectly fine, mate. You can keep me company instead. See how these tryhards do. And I'm at it again. I just got distracted by Discord. Oh yes, well Foxy is always streaming these days. He's a streaming monster. So now we just change over to stop check. No, wrong button. I bet you can play the piano as well now, Mew. So we'll have stop check in 2 minutes. I just hope you get better soon, mate. So tonight we're at Nurburg GP. Time of day is at 5 o'clock for all races. For the main race, our tyre choices are racing soft and racing medium. Tyre wear times 5, fuel is times 4, and starting fuel is at 80%. And we have 16 laps. And my mic car for tonight is a nod back to early versions of Gran Turismo in my books, the Honda NSX Type R92. Did many miles in that on GT1. I bet Mew, I bet you can. We've got about 1 minute, so another minute to go. Hello, Budge, how are you, mate? I should try and put on a good effort to keep you watching and let you see all the offs. Shame. Evening, Nick. I know you don't watch the channel, Budge. Can't blame you, really. I rarely watch it myself. I don't like the Brummy who commentates. That's my thinking. And yes, I said Brummy. So here we go, stop check. One lap, free for all. One rule, there is no rules. Vid's got the unlucky position of being first. Screech is already ramming someone into the sides. Tim's trying to take Hat out and it's full on carnage. Craden's managed to slip his way into third place behind Iceberg and Mail. Paulie's barged his way past Craden as they head into the Mercedes complex. And Raiden comes in and kills Paulie. Mail and Iceberg flying away from it, Raiden up into third. Craden still in fourth. Craden gives a little bit of a nudge to Raiden and takes him out. Paulie up into fourth, Matty in fifth. An absolute carnage there going through the forward corner. So Craden there in seventh. Nick in eighth, Screechy in ninth, Foxy in 10th. Kebab in 11th, Hat in 12th, and Vit absolutely murdered. Paulie firmly eyeing Matty up there. The top three I'm just pulling away. Well, the top two are. Oh, Paulie. Matty went wide and Paulie's getting some contact from Gad. We need to see what's going on back in. Timmy is there in 7th place. Raiden in 8th with his teammate shoving him roughly off the track. So there's Foxy. Is Foxy going to get himself a bit of Raiden? Oh, and he lines up. Oh, misses. Oh, and then he gets back and he does take Raiden for a stream. Raiden's been very killed there. And Foxy managed to get past Paulie and he's up into 9th. And we have Iceberg coming to the line to take first. Nick in second. Matty in third. Gad in fourth. Hat in fifth. Mail in sixth. Timmy in seventh. Vit in eighth. Foxy in ninth. Paulie in 10th. Raiden in 11th. Craden in 12th. And Screech doing reverse donuts. Coming across the line last. Paulie was doing really well, to be fair. But then he got absolutely murdered. So our new racer takes his first win. So quick look at that result. Iceberg with a win, Nick in second, Matty third, Gad in fourth, Hat in fifth, Mail in sixth, Timmy in seventh, Vit in eighth, Foxy in ninth, Paulie in 10th, Raiden in 11th, Craden in 12th, and Screechy in 13th. So now we just change over to our Gr4. have a quick check that I had changed the tyres. I had. You was last Screech. So we'll have qualifying in 2 minutes. So now we get down, and I've set it for 6 minutes because, oh, that would be fun. I turned up in the Sambabus, show them how to properly race. It's very strange after all the years of doing the stock check, well, all the months. I've never actually done a stock check race. Commentated on a fair few. But I must think, I think my new method for this season of picking 4 cars has worked very well, because we are getting a good mix of cars on track. It is. Shall we just wait for Vit to get to the line and then start qualifying? We have Crane on the mediums. No, I wouldn't do an N100. That's a CRL race and always will be. And now we're going to qualifying. Set it for 6 minutes because it's just over a 2-minute lap. Iceberg getting a nice bit of reversing in, they go in there. Two hours per race. And our new racers managed to get out first. Oh, Vic's codes have failed him this week. Come out in the middle of the pack. So everyone in the Mercedes, I think this is the Mercedes Mercedes Arena, I apologise. They have a bit of complex. Foxy getting clear out of the way and letting these two Jags come flying by. We have Timmy right behind Foxy. Yes, Mew's going to be cheering on Vit. He's racing for this evening. That gets some lovely warmth into those tyres. There we have Craden. Riding up the back of Matty Cakes. Getting that sleek looking Lambo. Pauline, Screechy. Back of the field, giving himself plenty of space. I'm not sure what's happened to Iceberg, but Fox has managed to get past him. Maybe Fox just flew past him. Fox is still wearing the mix-up of all his liveries from all the Gr4 seasons. Iceberg in that very cool looking. And then we have a gaggle of cars on. Let's have a look at Mr. C. They come up to the chicane. Little fight in the sideways action there. And he's into the pits. Male now on his flying lap coming up to the Mercedes arena. Everyone's looking fairly spread out. Bit deep by Timmy in his My Little Pony Megane. Nick, who's driving in his TNT for the final time for this season, because you can only use a car maximum of 3 times. And the last 2 times he's used it, it's been pretty good, isn't it? Matty's in his Corvette, Hat in his Corvette, Raiden, who's subbing for Hansa, Paulie in his Genesis, Screecher there in his Mercedes, as I said, Gads in his Lambo, and Craden in his Love Spreaders Viper. Male now, gone through the Schumacher S, through Weissteiners, and now on the long drag. Oh, that'll have cost him any time. Heading now up to the chicane. Power down as he heads up to Coca-Cola. And come now onto the finish line. Looking at a decent time. At 2:03. Foxy comes along with a 2:04. Iceberg's there with a 2:05. And Timmy comes in with a 2:03.173. Nick across the line with a 2:04. Matty Cakes there with a 2:05. Hat come through with 2:04.031. Raiden there with the 5th fastest time with a 2:04. So I'll change that quickly, I can't keep up with it. So we have Gad coming across the line, he's in 9th. Fitz good for 8th place with 2:05.259. We've got Tammy and Foxy, Nick, Matty and Vit all going for another one. We have Paulie 11th with the 2:05. Screecher there with a 2:07.44. Craden now just onto his flying lap. So we have Timmy, even with the fastest lap so far, still going. And Fox has jumped into the pits and changed his tyres. So has Nick. Paulie carrying on and Screecher carrying on. And now into final lap. Timmy heading now up to the GK chicane. And over along to the line. Will he have improved? We'll find out in a couple of seconds. Nice. So there we have Foxy. Paulie now coming towards the line. Can he improve on his 2:05.809? No, Screechy now flying down to the line. Has he got? And he has with a 2:06. So he's took a second off his time, and in fact he has took a complete second. And now we have Craden coming now to the line to set his time of a 2:08. So that's everyone's qualifying laps completed. Raiden's there doing donuts. We've got a minute to spare. Matty Cake's taking a toilet break. So our grid, Timmy is on pole, Mail in second, Hat in third, Foxy in fourth. Just yeah, you have to do that depending on the car. I don't know, Screech. You might come good in the race. Oh, Vitz left the room. We could be possibly having a restart here. So we're away. Tabay in the lead as they head down to the T1. Miles got the inside. Miles forced his way through, and Fox is having a look as well. He's heading into the Mercedes arena. Through the arena, Male leading it out. Timmy in second, Foxy in third, Hat in fourth, Matty in fifth, Rain in sixth, Iceberg in seventh, Paulie in eighth, Screechy in ninth, Gad in 10th, Nick in 11th, Craden in 12th. So Screechy and Paulie have already moved up, and Timmy's already made the move back on Male. Can we see where it was? No, it's not happening. So Timmy back in the lead. Male in second, Foxy in third, Hat in fourth, Matty Cake in fifth. Sorry Mew, it looks like your race has something has obviously died. Raiden there in 6th place, Iceberg in 7th, Paulie in 8th, Screech in 9th, now coming under pressure from Gad in his Lambo. Nick in 11th, Craden there in 12th. Through Coca-Cola goes Timmy. Finished lap 1 of 16. Paulie already starting to put a bit of a gap between him and Screechy. And Foxy's already dropped down, which has allowed Matty Cake and Hat to jump on, pounce on it. So Hat now into the top 3. but Foxy using the superior speed in the corners to try and get it back. But Hat's managed to get that car in front, so Matt and Matike. And now Foxy's coming under a lot of pressure from Raiden. And I can see Gad's got past Screechy. Nick's still going along, and Nick's trying to make the move on Screech now. So they go through Ford. And they're Craden back in 12th place. Fox has been absolutely... Foxy picked up a penalty. That's unfortunate. Go through Schumacher S. Paulie now. Right on the back of Iceberg. Paulie. He's already moved up several spaces and he's on a charge for more. Paulie's going for the softs to start with. Kebab has now pulled out on a massive 2.5 second lead on Mayan in second. Hat's there in third. Matty not too far behind him. Raiden there in 5th place. Iceberg in 6th. Oh, Fox has made the move back on Paulie. And Gad's followed him through. No way Paulie could shut the door. And Nick's now fully got his way past Screechy. Then down the straight. Gad looking to make the move on Foxy. So head into that tight T1. And then into the Mercedes arena. Foxy slams the door. This is where the Megane should be better. A little bit wide by Foxy there. We have the Americans in the 1, 3, 4 and 5. So, Timmy! Going for the soft tyres while everyone else is on the mediums. Ben's got a nice comfortable 3-second gap to Hat in 3rd. Matty Cake in 4th. Raiden fully in his slipstream as I head to the Schumacher S's. Iceberg now. And Fox has managed to clear Gad out. And now he's on his charge to catch up with Iceberg. Gad's managed to get, and Nick's already managed to get past Paulie into the Schumacher, into the, I think it's Warsteiners. Nick looking to get straight past Gad. You see, both of them on the mediums. Nick is stupidly fast in that Audi TT. Heading up to chicane. Nick's got the inside. Through the chicane we go. Paulie there in 10th. So after Paulie's great start, all those cars he overtook, managed to pull back. Nick got a nice tight line through the Coca-Cola, slipping into his. As you can see, you can't even see him on the grid. And there's Mr. C back in 12th place. Heading down to T1. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. So Timmy leading out 3.9. So the gap is starting to stabilise a little bit. And Miles put a push on. Just getting 204s. Hat in 4th. Managed to get a little bit of a gap from Matty-Cake because Matty-Cake's having to be careful. Any mistake and he knows Raiden will come flying past it. Iceberg now coming under massive pressure from Foxy for 6th place. Head down to the Dunlop hairpin. Nice tight line. Nice tight line by Fox there, up towards Schumacher S. Not close enough yet. Next couple of corners when the jag can open its valves. But with Foxy in that slipstream position, it's not going to affect him. He's going to let Iceberg drag him along. And yeah, Timmy, good old Timmy, and the Lords of the Underground. And as I said, it's stabilised and it's already back out. He's already took a nearly 3/4 of a second down a mile. So we come up to start lap 5. Through Coca-Cola he goes. Mile comfortably in second. Hat just cruising along in third. Matic out 1.4. Oh, the Raiders made the move. Can we see what happened to Matic out there? Heading up to the chicane. Oh, so Matty run a bit wide. But Raiden looked like he was coming straight back. Little bit of contact. Team lean machine. Iceberg really coming under pressure from Foxy. Which may cause Iceberg to go a bit wide, and Foxy's there with the inside. They head out to the Mercedes arena. Nick's still having pressure from Gad. Very wide by Foxy there, but Foxy's back up into 6th place. Nick there in 8th. Gad in 9th. Paulie in 10th. He's not been able to get away from Screech. Paulie's tyres. Both of these two on the softs. Craden there in 12th. Not falling away too greatly. But we need to have a look at this little battle between Raiden and Maticake. And that way we can see the gap and see if Foxy is starting to close up on them. And in fact Foxy is just pulling away from Iceberg. Heading now up to the chicane. Raiden there having a rummage around in Maticake's prison pocket. Into the chicane. Raiden just applying the pressure. Got a nice drive through. And he's up side by side through Coca-Cola. I think Maticake just said, right, off you go, I'll just slot in behind you and get you back on the straight. Straight up, drag down the home straight they go. It's T1. And Maticake has, but has he gunned him? No, nice move by Matty to take 4th place. But this is allowing Hat to have a nice comfortable race in 2nd. And Timmy flying along on those softs, 6 1/4 seconds up in the lead. Maticake and Raiden don't think they've finished yet. And they're fighting, so allows Screech Foxy to close up now to 1.6 seconds. Could get Raiden slightly nervous to have Foxy or hovering around his rear bumper. Look at that livery. Willow Spring sucks. Raiden's not a fan of Willow Springs, I think we can take from that. And now Nick and Gad are closing up on Iceberg. But look at that TT, the front tyres. Rear tyres fine, but rear tyres struggling a bit. Gad there in 9th. Paulie in 10th. Screechy in 11th. Craden cruising along at the back in 12th. We're already through 6 laps. Heading up to the chicane. Maticake's managed to get a bit of clear air. Hopefully Foxy just ended into Coca-Cola. And Foxy is just on the cusp of getting into that slipstream. And I think we had... Tebe, 7.4 seconds in the lead from Mail in second, Hat in third, Matty Cake in fourth, Raiden in fifth, just to go through the Mercedes arena. Raiden looking to try and get a tighter line as they come out of the arena so he can get the pull. He's just there menacing in Matty Cake's rear mirrors. And Foxy has bridged the gap now, and he's just on the cusp of getting into that slipstream zone. Through the forward curve and down towards Dunlop hairpin. Through the hairpin they go. Raiden, Foxy there. These three will be going along in like triplets soon. So if we carry on, we have Foxy there in 6th, Nick in 7th, Gad in 8th, Paulie in 9th, Screechy in 10th, Craden in 11th, and Iceberg, who has got into the pits and is now onto the softs. Come up and start lap 8. Tebe! Still flying along on those softs, because the one thing about the Megane does a little big contact, but Rain has the inside for Coca-Cola. Matty Cake is probably just going to slot in, and we have Foxy into the pits. Matty Cake goes wide, drag race time, heading down towards T1. Safely around, but Raiden's got the inside for the Mercedes arena. He's not giving up his racing line, side by side they go into the latter part of the arena, and Raiden's held on to 4th place. Matty Cake's now has dropped down into 5th. Gad has managed to get past Nick. Obviously just got him coming down the back straight. Gad now up into 6th place, Nick in 7th, Paulie in 8th, Foxy in 9th, and Iceberg is in 10th. Screechy's done his pit stop, and Crane's coming in for his. Tebe! 9.5 seconds in the lead, and amazingly Ben in 2nd place has also got 9.3 second lead over Hat in 3rd. He's got a 5 second lead over Raiden, and now Raiden's got past Matty. He's just flying along with Gad there in 6th place, but Nick's not letting him get away, keeping pretty close with him. Paulie there in 8th. Still flying round, and so is Ben. Hat into the pits. Raiden late drop into the pits. Matty Cake staying out for another lap. Gad and Nick still battling it out. T1. I know how Nick's managed to still get these pretty consistent laps out with the state of those tyres. So if you have a look, Tammy leading us out with a 10.5 second lead gap. Mail in second, Matty in third, Gad in fourth, Nick in fifth, Hat after his pit top in 6th place, Roden there in 7th, Foxy in no problem, Foxy in 8th, Iceberg now in 9th place, Paulie in 10th, Screechy coming back into the pits again in 11th, and we're Craden there in 12th. Tamay leading it out, Man in second, Matty in third. How much fuel have these two got? I did see a post about it somewhere, but I didn't actually watch it. Tamay going for another lap. Mail's coming into the pits. Matty Cakes in third. He'll be coming in this time. So will Gad. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Got more use in the rallycross though, didn't it? So Gad and Nick both into the pits. That was a monster car, that 6R4 was. So Hat now going to get back up into 2nd place. Timmy! 10 laps on those soft tyres. That's impressive. So Mail after his pit stop managed to come out in 2nd place still. 7 seconds in front, so in fact Hat has managed to close a little bit of the gap. Right in 4th, and Fox is making the dives to get straight back into... Yeah, that was just... That was the crazy days, wasn't it? And Fox has managed to get past Rain and so Fox is up into 5th, Raiden's in 5th, Matty Cake in 6th, Iceberg back up into 7th place after all the pit stops, Nick in 8th, Gad in 9th, Paulie in 10th, Craden there in 11th, Screechy there in 12th. Obviously Screechy had to go back in because he probably put... Shit, I haven't got another level. I'll have to keep an eye on Screech so you can get your drinking game going. But everyone's being really good now. No one's going off. The Craden's onto his soft tyre. And finally, Timmy is in the pits. Mail goes around Coca-Cola. Timmy coming out. How close is Mail? Says 50 seconds, but we know that's not 10 seconds, 11. The timer's all screwed up. No pressure then, Budge. I can't do a Murray Walker. I can make a mistake like Murray Walker. God, I don't think I can do fake drunk. It's been that long since I have been drunk. So there we go, out of the arena, Foxy. Oh, and Raiden's picked up a crazy penalty there. Mail into the Dunlop hairpin. So have a look at Screechy and Craden having a battle for 11th place. And down to T1. Screech much later on the brakes and managed to close up right up on Craden. Into the arena they go. And I just pressed the wrong button. Craden going wide and Screech flying through. Screech back up into 11th place. Because of that penalty, Foxy's managed to pull away. Matty Kate now coming under pressure from Nick. Both of them on the soft tyres. Gad not too far behind in 8th. And Iceberg now coming under, giving Gad some pressure. And Miles now putting the fastest lap. 9.5 seconds back. Are we going to have a repeat of last week? Male just slowly, bit by bit, closed up on Timmy. Or is it a case of Timmy just relaxing back and having a smoke? Hat comfortably in 4th, Foxy in 4th, Raiden in 5th, Matty Cake in 6th, Nick in 7th, Gad in 8th, Iceberg in 10th, Iceberg in 9th, Paulie in 10th. We have Screechy in 11th, Craden back there in 12th place. Then to the Mercedes Arena. So both these guys are on the soft tyres. Nick just outside that slipstream zone at this precise moment. But can he get it closer? But more like smoking a waffle. Oh, I could just eat a waffle now. And he has. He's on a charge. Timmy coming up to start lap 13. Male. Oh. There's Hat in 3rd. Foxy in 4th. Matty Cake in 5th. Nick in 6th. Gad in 7th. Iceberg in 8th. Paulie in 9th, and Raiden's departed the race. Let me see. No. So Raiden's given up. TLM. It's a race of death. There's only Hat carrying the team now. Timmy's responded. 9.3 seconds down. So hands us the 2 subs. One's had a glitch. Mal there in 2nd. Mal consistently racing the 2 or 3.1s. Timmy! Comfortably, Mal in 2nd, Hat in 3rd, Foxy in 4th, Matty Cake in 5th. He has got Nick closing right up on him now. Craden in 11th, Screechy in a lonely 11th place, and Nick heading into Dunlop hairpin. Nick was having a look, and he has. Matty Cake went a bit deep. Nick's just flown straight past him. Nice move by Nick there. To Schumacher S. Matty Cake looking to come straight back. But Nick He is a master at defending that position. Matty won't have an easy time getting past Nick. Was a really good move by Nick. Heading up towards chicane. Like I say, you put Nick in that TT and whoa, give everyone a good race. Now 8.7 seconds behind Timmy. Mail is pushing, but again, same lap times now. Hat just comfortably in third, Foxy in fourth, and I think Foxy might be trying to put a bit of charge to catch up to Hat. Nick's still in fifth place. We'll go through the arena. Gad's managed something's up for all, and Iceberg's absolutely killed those soft tyres. Poorly there in 9th, Screechy in 10th, Crane in 11th, Rain in his retired position. Nick still got Matty Cake just about keeping up with him. And thankfully Nick managed to get that overtaking without the yellow flags. That 14 of 16, and Nick is actually pulling away from Matty now. Heading towards Warsteiners. And now Matty's got to watch out for Nick coming up behind him. We just have a quick look at the gaps. 8 seconds. 1.5 laps to go through the complex to go. Tabay in full on cruise mode. Ben in second. Hat in third. Foxy there in fourth. And then it looks like Hat's put in a response to Foxy's drive to catch him. Nick there in fifth place. He's now just pulling away from Matty Cake. Matty Cake isn't falling back into the grasps of Gads, just in 7th. Iceberg in 8th. Paulie in 9th. As I start the 15th lap of 16. Paulie. Not sure what's happened. Well, Iceberg's tyres. Those tyres are real toast. Screechy there in 10th. Craden in 11th. Raiden seems to have turned round, but Timmy still leading it out. And in fact, Matty Cake's trying to catch back up to Nick as they head down to the Dunlop hairpin. And unfortunately, no one seems to be going off budge. So no drinky times for you. Crane into the pits on lap 15. Or has he done that to get out of the way of Timmy, who's now starting his final lap. 8 seconds in front of Ben, and then Hat in third, Foxy in fourth, Nick in fifth, Matty in 6th, Gad in 7th. Iceberg in 8th, Paulie in 9th, Screechy in 10th, Crane in 11th. Starting his final lap. Managed to come out and Ben's not too far behind him. So we have Nick coming to start his final lap. With Timmy just going through the Ford. You you could, because he's still on track. Well, he's off track. Timmy through the Dunlop for the final time in this Gr4 race. Mail now. Craden goes nice and wide to let Mail through. Hat in third. Fox in fourth. This is how close he's getting. In fact, Gad is closing up. Going to put some pressure on Matty for the final lap. So they're down to the Ford curve. Just trying to work out. Screechy onto his final lap. And my wife has just seen Timmy's car, My Little Pony, and she wants a McGann My Little Pony. Timmy with a win. Ben in second, and Graydon comes across the line in third. Well done, Mr. C. Third place. Hat actually coming across the line to take third place. Foxy doing my job of cutting the grass. Takes fourth. Sorry? No. Nick through Coca-Cola and across the line to take fifth place. Matty Cake in sixth. Gad in seventh. Iceberg. Cannot believe the state of those tyres. They are dead as dead can be. And there we have our race finished. So there we go. Timmy for the win. We don't get to say that very often, do we? Quick look at the result. Ben has managed to sneak in with fastest lap. So Timmy with a win. Mail in second. Hat in third. Fox in fourth. Nick in fifth. Matty in sixth. Gad in seventh. Iceberg in eighth. Paulie in ninth. Screechy in 10th. Crane in 11th. And Raiden there in 12th. Yes, my love. Never rub another man's rhubarb.
I expect more from a man. Would you like something to drink?
No.
Would you like a coffee?
Screech not happy with his choice of the Merc. They cradle V-brake. Have a little 5-minute break. So Fitzy Bell has died. done poorly there in a full-on KFC livery. That's just... And Screechy's asking to change the track. Kratom sporting the full-on pink. So